Good evening, my dear parents and teachers, and a warm welcome to each one of you to this webinar on cyber safety and online protection for our children. It is said the internet can be used as a place to have a greater positive impact on the world. There's a ton of positive initiatives online. The web should be used to inspire others, not spread hate or to hurt oneself or others. Cyber security is much more than a matter of IT. As parents and teachers, it's our first priority to protect our children from the ill effects of internet and cyber crimes. Dear parents and teachers, this evening we have gathered virtually to enlighten ourselves on this important topic of cyber security and using internet wisely and safely by us and our children. We have amidst us Mr. Royal Praveen D'Souza, a youngster who has a lot of experience in dealing with children and youth. I'm happy to welcome him amidst us and introduce him to all of you. Mr. Praveen D'Souza is currently working as an assistant professor at St. Aloysius College, Mangaluru. He has a BCA and MCA to his credit. He has been a resource person for different IT topics, career guidance talks, national and international webinars. He is a corporate trainer for Microsoft Package and trained employees of multinational companies. He has got industry experience as well and currently a proprietor of IT startup company, Siona Solutions Mangaluru, which works on various education-based projects, virtual reality projects, digital marketing, and also e-commerce applications. Under social outreach program, he has successfully trained many high school and primary school teachers under the topic usage of computers in education for students since 2015. In his own interest, he has started St. Aloysius College Incubation Center and providing internship to students and training to students in the field of IT and various social concern projects. I'm very happy that Mr. Royal is with us this evening to enlighten us on this important aspect of protecting our children from cyber crimes and other issues of internet. Our school has gone online for teaching right from kindergarten to class 12. And the children are using the online platform for learning. There are possibilities at times that these children can go astray. And we need awareness, we need enlightenment. And so, this evening, Mr. Royal Praveen D'Souza is with us. Once again, I extend a warm and cordial welcome to you, Mr. Royal, and
thank you, sister.
And request you to take over this session for our parents and teachers. A warm welcome to each one of you, my dear parents and teachers as well. Let us make use of this evening to enlighten ourselves about cybersecurity, online learning tools, and protecting our children from any of online crime or ill effects of online learning. Over to you, Mr. Royal.
Thank you, sister. Good evening, one and all. I can see around 180 plus people in YouTube live channel, wherein you are keep on interacting with the people. You are sending the messages. Good evening. Okay, so welcome to you all. First of all, before I start this session, I would like to thank the management for providing this opportunity. I would like to express my gratitude to Sister for giving this opportunity to communicate a larger crowd. I think it's around 200. I'm keep on observing your charts as well as your activeness in the YouTube channel. So, first of all, I would like to thank each and everyone for joining this session. Definitely, I'm assuring that this particular session will definitely help you to know what is happening in the internet. Whenever we connect to the internet, it's very unsecure. We feel that we are secure, and we will start sharing a lot of information unknowingly. That is, we don't know what is happening there, and we are keep on sharing our data. So I think this particular session will definitely help us to understand understand what is happening in the internet, how things are going wrong in the internet, and how we have to be secure when we use internet. Especially when we talk about internet, there are many applications which we are using, so maybe directly or indirectly. So we are going to explore these things in today's session. So we will begin. I will start my presentation in a short while. Let me present the screen. Meanwhile, I would like to uh, tell you all, if you have any queries or questions, you can directly put in the YouTube channel. Sister will help me to read out the questions if there are any. Simultaneously, I too will refer your queries or questions, and I will answer those questions online. So let me share my screen. Today we are here to see what is happening in the internet. So the topic what we have selected is online protection for children. So in today's session, we are going to speak, or we are going to see or explore how how much children are safe online. So maybe I'll be demonstrating, and I'll be showing some of the facts what is happening in the internet. So before my presentation begins, I think technically we require some time. So I would like to tell you these facts wherein okay, sorry for that technical disturbance. Yeah, I was talking about the topic. So maybe what I will do is I will show you what are the ways where people or the companies or various social media uh, is going to take your data online. So we will be seeing practically, and I will give some examples and show you how they are taking the data and what type of data they have. So these are the things which we are going to discuss in today's session. So practically, I believe that this will be very useful for you. So being a parent, we should know what is happening, what the child is doing. So these are the things which we are going to discuss in today's session. So if the presentation is ready, I can start with the presentation. Give me a minute. Yeah, I think there was some technical glitch. I think we are verified and we will be live. So uh, yes, so I'm not sure I was audible throughout the session. So good evening all, and thank you for being here for this wonderful session. In this particular session, we will be speaking about how you can protect your child's safety. So I have taken up this topic uh, since sister has requested me to speak and to give some sort of awareness to the children. And as rightly said in her introductory remarks, our children are started using online mode. They are started using computers or smartphones for their education purpose. So we are in a very difficult dilemma where every child we are forcing them to use digital gadgets, so they are in digital gadgets and electronic media. Every student has started using smartphones and laptops. There is we can't find not even a single student who is or a child who is not using cell phones or laptops these days. Every child is using these smartphones and a laptop. So we are doing some sort of mistake while giving these gadgets to our children. So we need to understand what is that mistake, and if we can identify and if we give these devices in a safe manner to our children, definitely children will not misuse any of these settings or the social media or the companies who are waiting to get our privacy data. So we are going to secure ourselves. We need to teach our children at this particular juncture. So rightly you can observe in the screen, every child must be protected from violence, exploitation and abuse on the internet. This is the motto which I have taken to brief you about your child safety in today's session. So the first question what I'm going to ask you all is your child safe online? So this is the first question I would like to ask you all, whether your child is safe online. When you say online, it need not be only during your online classes. Remember, it's not only during your online classes. Only your child is coming for the online classes and he will use or she will use only one particular app. When I say online, you can, if I'm not wrong, the child definitely morning as she or he wakes up, she will with mobile phones or what you call electronic gadgets or laptops or your smart TV, what is there in your house. So we will start from there. And every child, or we can observe ourselves, we will start our routine. As we wake up, we will go open the phone and we'll see what message has come, what is the notifications we have received over the smartphone. So this is how we are starting our routine. Definitely when it comes to children, they are not aware. So it is our duty, being a parents, it's our duty to give this sort of awareness to our children. So being safe online is very important. When we go online, it's always necessary that we have to give some sort of security to our devices, and we should know what type of data we have to give. We should know what type of security we need to have and how we have to protect ourselves so from the online frauds. This is very important to know about it. So online security is a very important topic or very important thing which we should know. So when it comes to online, we are doing a plenty number of mistakes. So you can observe uh, when it comes to installation of any applications. We will take one simple example of any one game. Imagine you're going to install one game to your cell phone. The first step, what we do is we will go to the Play Store and we will start downloading the application. The first thing, the first pop-up after downloading which appears on the screen is accept permissions. It will start keep on asking the permission. Imagine you're downloading one game which you have to give a permission to access your contact details, you have to give a permission to access your location, and lot more things. The first three things, that is your gallery, your contact details, and your location, these are the three factors which plays a major role in online mode. Without knowing anything, we will give these permissions to the apps. Imagine you're playing a game. Why do they require the gallery access? You're playing one simple game, maybe a game which will shoot the bubbles. Why do they require your location detail? Correct? So we are giving the permission to access our location. We are giving the permission to access our contact details. We are also giving the permission of our location. So these are the three important things we are going to share with the service provider for whose applications we are downloading in our system. Definitely the next question you are going to ask, without giving these permission, they will not install this particular application or games to your phone. Right, absolutely right. So without giving these permissions, definitely these softwares or these applications will not install in your application. And I'm not against of these particular games. Just you need to think. You have to stop and you have to think. Why do they require these access, or why do they require these particular details when user is playing one particular game? Only one particular application. So there are plenty number of applications. If you go to Play Store, you will find millions of applications, that is apps, games, applications, just like social media application, the messengers, and lot more applications which require these kind of permissions just to proceed. So what we are doing now, why I'm focusing more into this, whenever we install these applications, remember we are giving our complete access to the applications. Remember this. We are giving complete access to these particular game application, your WhatsApp, your Facebook, the Twitter, or any of the application which you are installing in your mobile phone. Okay, so we have to think. We have to think. Now, what we can do? Definitely we have to install these application. Without having application, no use of using the smartphones. Am I right? You all agree for my comment? If you say yes, please put a chat yes, you all agree. Without having any application, your smartphone is nothing. Okay, now what we can do, what we have to think, remember whenever we use these kind of application, we have to stop using it and we have to think, do this particular application required our gallery access? Whether this application required our location access, yes, definitely give the access. Or else what you can do is you can go to the settings and you can stop giving the access to these particular application. This is very important. We have to think wisely before we give access to these particular application. So why I'm focusing more into the contact details, we have a very bad habit of storing our bank account number as a contact, right? So second thing is the pins, that is our maybe the 4-digit pin code or our online password, online banking password, our definitely our date of birth is there in everywhere. So our Aadhaar number, we will save it as a contact details. Or what we do, we will save it, we will take the picture and we will save it in our gallery, right? So these are the things which we are doing, and it is saved in our phones or in our laptops or in our cloud applications. Now what is happening? So why I'm focusing more into this is the the data what these have taken, especially these applications have taken. When I display that, you will be wondering, what is this, what is happening with our data, how they are taking our data. So it is our responsibility to know why we have to be known to this cyber security concept and why it is very important. Now let me take you to some of the facts before we proceed with the actual how they are going to take our data. So some 80% of children in 25 countries report feeling in danger of sexual abuse or exploitation online. This is another factor which we have to seriously consider when it comes to online mode. The first thing we will consider here is cyber bullying. That is, our data is taken. So that is what I was more focusing into. Children are spending more time online, and according to UNICEF, around the world, a child goes online for the first time every half second. Believe me, every half second. This is a report which is given by UNICEF. Every half second, each new child is going online. So what is dangerous? Going online is not a problem. Whether that child knows what that child is using in their smartphone when they are going online, this is the question which we need to focus more. We have to ask this question ourselves. Being a parent, we have to ask this question. Second thing is the sexual abuse. Lot of cases, there are many cases which are reported for online sexual abuse. So we have to be very careful about this factor. So according to the surveys, lot of children, a lot of cases are filed against this particular problem. So as children, the devices without having much knowledge of it. So in this digital world, any person from any location can create and store sexual exploitative content, and child sex offenders may even live stream sexual abuse from various factors, various places. So the most harming is the threat of online sexual exploitation and abuse. It has never been easier for a child sex offenders to contact their potential victims, share imaginary, and encouraging others to commit offenses. Children may be victimized through the production, the distribution, and consumption of sexual abuse materials, or they may be groomed for sexual exploitations, with abusers attempting to meet them in person and sell them sexual content. So what is happening? The usually in the social media, what we are doing, we are sharing our photos, and since these photos goes viral in social media, anyone can access your photos. So you need to be known these privacy settings. You have a settings in your social media where you can set whether who can watch your profile, who can watch your gallery photos. It is very important to give this information to our children about this, so that they will enable these settings in their privacy settings of social media, so that no one can get these photos, your children photos, so that no one can misuse these photos online. So uh, I'll come back to this. uh, 1 in 10 Indian adolescents faces cyberbullying, half don't report. So this is a study of indiaspend.com, wherein around 9.2% of 630 adolescents surveyed in New Delhi, in our own country, New Delhi National capital region had experienced cyberbullying, and half of them had not spoken to teachers, schools, or the social media companies concerned. A recent study by Child Rights and that is called CRY, a non-government organization, found this fact. Just imagine in our own country, these things are happening. So, what is this cyberbullying? Cyberbullying is nothing but the social media companies. I'm not going to blame on any of these companies. It is I'm going against of these companies if I'm blaming. But remember, every social media company, when they account, when they log in, there is something called privacy policy. So we are going to accept all these settings, and then we'll go to sign into our account. No one has gone to read what is there in that terms and conditions. So if you go to read these terms and condition, I can guarantee that no one in this world will use these social media accounts. Now, why this cyberbullying is happening, or what is this cyberbullying? I will give you one simple example. I would like to share my screen. I just stop sharing, and I will start sharing my screen. So here you can find one folder, that is Facebook account. So this is my folder. Really sorry. Yeah, this is my folder, which is downloaded from facebook.com, which is downloaded from facebook.com. Okay, so what and all data is there here? You can see here. You can just observe this particular folder. You have plenty number of folders here, right? I will expand this. You can observe Facebook messages, ads information, so events, Facebook gaming, groups, likes and reaction, location. Do you know what is the size of this folder? This folder size is, we have just text data here. You can observe we have 31.6 MB of data. 31.6 MB of data. Just imagine your Facebook account data. I can say I myself don't know what I am in social media appearance, but Facebook knows everything about me. Now you'll surprised to see this is the data what I have downloaded. You can see for whom I have messaged, who are my friends. See, this is the data. Who are my friends? What messages I have sent to them? See, you can observe here, Akshay Shanay is my friend, and what messages I have sent to them. How are you? So what replies we have got it, for what we have commented, secret conversations in Facebook or in Insta or any of the social media, we have something called secret conversation. Remember, this is the data which I have downloaded from Facebook privacy data. It's my own data. So I will show you how we can get this data from social media. Here, our complete data is with Facebook. Not only Facebook, all your social media accounts, what we are searching, with whom we are communicating, what messages we are sending to them. Even if you delete those messages are stored here with Facebook. What videos you are watching in social medias, what content you are liking, what way you are searching in social medias, with whom, for which profile, whom you are searching, for which profile you are searching, which account you are searching, what type of videos you are seeing, what type of videos you are watching. So every data is stored and it's with Facebook. So just imagine, we are giving complete data, our complete access to this data. This is the place where hackers will hack these data, and they will start making misusing the cyber. So this is where the cyber security or cyber crimes will take place. So I would like to present the screen, the PPT where I was. So this leads to cyberbullying. So this particular data, what we are sharing with our social media, this will take these will take our data. And not only these applications, even your gaming applications, or whatever softwares or whatever applications you are downloading, even those also will take these kind of your personal data, and they will start misusing your data. So this is how they are taking the data. So I will go more practical once I will come back to uh, the practical session, maybe in 5 to 10 minutes. So this is the recent case which has happened in the US. A 7-year-old kid generates 1.33 lakh bill for a father who is having a iPhone. So what this child has done, this child has downloaded one free game application in his father's iPhone, wherein what is happening is, it's a very simple trick. So in order to install this application, we have to put our credit card details, and they will say that it's a free of application, free of cost. You can download this application and you can start playing this game. And only thing is, they will tell you to put your credit card for the verification, account verification. So what we'll do, okay, anyways they are not charging us, it's a free application, we will put our credit card and we will verify the account. See, there are a lot of fraud cases are happening with this credit card fraud cases. So why I'm telling these credit card frauds, or why I'm focusing more into hacking on other things, because our devices, the parents devices, are used by our children. Remember, our children uses these devices, and every data is stored in these devices. The moment we give this device to our children, children will not misuse, but our children will not misuse the device, but the applications which are present in the phones, the games what they are installing, or what application or advertisements are popping up in when they play games. So these applications will take these kind of data. And this is a case, live case, which has happened just 3 to 4 days back. That is June 30th. This case has reported in US, wherein a doctor has installed this particular game and given it to the child. And while playing the game, in 1 hour, remember, in within 1 hour, child has played the game, and he has brought some extra gaming tools to play or to win the game. So what has happened, the initially it has started with 99 pounds and it has crossed the limit. And in 1 hour, when the father sees his phone, the credit card company has sent a bill of 1.33, intimation of 1.33 lakhs usage. So this is one simple case which has reported recently. There are plenty number of cases even in India. As I said, only 10% cases are reported to the cybercrime. Rest of the cases are not reported at all. So this is one simple example. It's a game example. So internet safety tips. So how we can provide safety, or what are the safety measures which we need to have? First thing is, create cyber security awareness to your children. First of all, we should know what is happening in the internet. So once we know what is happening in the internet, it is helpful for us to give education to our children. I think I'm going in a very simple way so that you can understand in a very basic level what is cybersecurity and how people are taking our data. Mobile devices and internet have become common everywhere, and we are giving all possible data to these applications. So remember, I'm not against installing this application, as I said earlier. So we should be careful. We have to enable some settings so that these settings or these features will help us to safeguard ourselves by using internet. So first of all, we should give this kind of awareness what is happening in the internet. We should give this awareness to our children. Okay, that is very important. So what I have told just now with respect to social media, with respect to internet, so we have to give this awareness to our children. Now, coming back to the social media, suppose if your children are using social media, we have to be very careful when we post some images. Please insist your children not to share your contact details, that is your email ID, your contact details, that is mobile number, your location, especially when the children are using their phones. Insist them not to share their location details and any of the contact details. So this is the first thing which we have to do. Secure their devices. Second important thing, we have to secure each devices. This is very important. I will give you some tips at the end of these tips. Once I finish out these 4 tips, 4 to 5 tips, I will tell you what are the settings which we have to enable. It's very simple settings, and I will show you how you can get these settings through online. And there are some resources where we can use it and we can secure our devices. So when you're sharing a common devices or phones with your children, remember, secure your devices. That is, don't save any of the credit card details in your phone without any mistake. Don't save it. Maybe in the contact. The common mistake what I'm telling is, again and again I'm telling, don't take the picture of your passbook, don't take the picture of your credit card, debit card, or net banking details, net banking password. Don't save your uh, Aadhaar card number or Aadhaar card photos in the phone. Okay, so if you're having these ports, put a password to that, put a password to the folder, and be keep it secure. Don't share your email ID, email password with your children. Okay, suppose because you banks will be keep on sending the bank details, that is bank statements and other banking transaction details when you are using internet banking. So kindly don't share your email password with the children, or don't use it, or don't save it in the phone. So if you are doing this, when you are sharing your devices with the children, be careful, be careful. Okay, so this is one common thing. Second thing is, talk to them about privacy. This is very important. We are not speaking anything about privacy. So here what we have to talk to them. So remember, whenever children are taking the photos, it should be safe. So when they are taking the photos and sharing in the social media, remember, it is going to the social media and anyone can access those photos. Give this awareness to your children. Remember, give proper instructions about privacy. Tell them not to share their location details, not to share their contact details with anyone. So this is very important thing. Next, use strong password. This is our common mistake. We will give a silly passwords, and once you give the password, we will keep that password forever. This is a common mistake what we are doing. Use strong password to your devices. Okay, and remember, whenever you're giving password, avoid using giving your child name, or avoid using giving your date of birth or your Aadhaar number or your phone number or first name at 123 and all those passwords. Use strong password. Give some special characters, numbers, uppercase, lowercase, and remember, don't share your password. Suppose if your child is using an email ID, if your child is having a separate email ID, it is well and good. But even below 13 years, even the company also will not allow you to create the email IDs. Ask your child to share their passwords and keep it safe with you. Don't share those passwords with anyone. And remember, don't share your passwords with anyone for any reason. Suppose for any reason, if you're sharing the password, immediately once the task is done, change the password. Okay, and see what contact numbers or what contact email IDs are updated frequently. So this is very important. Restrict access from public network. This is the common mistake what we are doing. Whenever there is a free Wi-Fi, we will go and use it. This is not secure. Remember, suppose if you're using a public Wi-Fi, that means you're giving a complete access of your device to the third party hackers. So usually hacking happens here when we use public Wi-Fi. So where there is a a complete secure firewall installed, there you can use the public Wi-Fi facility. Otherwise, you're not insisted to use public Wi-Fi facility. So take your children offline. This is take your children offline, spend some quality time with them, that is off screen events. So since our children are using mobile from morning till evening, it is not safe for them using for a long time. So we need to take them offline, give some offline activities, maybe drawing, singing, dancing, yoga, so and going out and spending some time. So these are the activities which you can have, and you can take them offline from the online screen. So this is how you can have or you can secure your children's. Now, how to report any cyber crimes? You feel that okay, something is happening wrong. So what you have to do, basically, we don't know how to report. This is very important. See, recently this incident has happened in our institution. People started getting emails from the higher authority person, saying that from the principal or the directors or rectors, saying that I am in a trouble, please reply back. And when they reply back, they are asking for money, demanding money. What we do is thinking that okay, they are in higher authority, they are in demand, and we will immediately transfer. These are the common things which is happening regular basis everywhere. This threat is happening, cyber crime is happening. Now what we have to do when there is such incidents, what we have to do, first thing is file a case against them. We what we do is we will not go to police thinking that it's a waste of time and all those things. It's first thing what we have to do is first we have to file a FIR. So any cases, maybe child abuse, child sexual abuse cases, or any of the cyber crime, or anywhere, if you even if 1 rupee is deducted from your account without your intimation, it is your duty to inform this. There are two methods of filing the cyber crimes. One is through police station, second one is through online. I will update what you have to do. First thing is, if there is any such cases, go to the police station, local police station, and write a FIR. And immediately they will take this case to the cybercrime department. And if they are not taking any action, go to the commissioner office and file a case, so that they will transfer that case to the cybercrime department and they will take care. Remember, when we lose 1000, if we report, definitely people can't take 1000 or 1 lakh or 1 billion rupees from your account. So when they take 1 rupee or 10 rupee from your account without your intimation, it is your duty to inform. Otherwise, if they can take 1 rupee from your account, they can take more amount also. This you have to remember. So this is the first thing. Second thing is, you can file cyber crime online also. So here is a link, that is cybercrime.gov.in. so this is a place where you can file report online. So you have to visit this website and you have to click on report other cyber crimes, and you have to file a complaint against. So there is a separate, I would like to show you that website as well. So I would like to show that website. So I will share the website screen, so that it will definitely helpful for parents when there is such kind of cases, what how we can file a complaint against these kind of cases. So uh, here is a screen. So here is a screen where you can go and you can file the complaints. Okay, so this is a place where you can file the complaint. You can, if it is a crime related to women or a child, you can click on this option here in this website. You can click on this option and you can report your details. That is, you have to select what type of case it is, and you have to report it. Suppose if it is other type of cyber crimes, maybe child abuse or getting unnecessary calls to your children about maybe posting some posts or any of these kinds, kindly report it. even if it is a small case also, it's our responsibility to report these crimes. So cyber security department, according to our laws, whenever a cyber case is reported, the department has to take an action against it. So when we take one step again about these kinds of cases, definitely people who are committing these crime, definitely they will stop uh, doing these kind of crimes. So hereafter, what I will do is I will give you some tips how we can secure our devices for these kind of uh, security measures. So first thing is install. If we install some antivirus software to your devices, install some antivirus software to your devices. It will cost you around 300 to 500 rupees per annum, and definitely this will give you a complete security for your devices. So this is the first step what you can take. You can use antivirus, that is paid antivirus softwares to your devices. Maybe any of the antivirus softwares you can use it, and you can secure your devices. This is the first thing what you can do uh, as a first step. Suppose if you're not having enough money to install these kind of softwares to your devices, what action you can take? First thing is to, when definitely children are using YouTube nowadays, because we are sending some YouTube reference links and we are giving some assignments to our children. The first thing what we are going to do is we will go to we will go to some of YouTube channel, and or we will go to Google and we will search. So the first thing what we are going to do is we will go to YouTube, right? So I'll just share the screen. We will go to YouTube. So first thing what you can do in YouTube, what you can do in YouTube. So here is the screen of YouTube, right? So you can see the screen of YouTube, right? So everyone is having a YouTube account yourself, and you'll be using the YouTube channel, right? So what you can do, what security, a simple security, what measure you can take just to avoid unnecessary things. Click on your profile in YouTube. Click on your profile in YouTube. Scroll down a little. At the end, one option is restricted mode setting. Restricted mode setting. By default, it is off. So what you have to do, you have to enable this setting by clicking on it. So once you click, you will get this restricted mode setting option here. So you have to enable this. This will help you to avoid unnecessary videos popping up. Unnecessary videos popping up in your YouTube. Remember, this setting, what you're enabling in your browser, this is for especially for browsers, that is especially for laptops or desktops. When you are using or when you are enabling this, unnecessary videos, that is vulgar videos, can be avoided. So this is one way of securing or avoiding unnecessary things. Okay, I hope you all understood this. Go to your YouTube, go to settings, just click on your profile icon, scroll down a little, you will get restricted mode off option. Click on that and you just enable this. This is the first thing what you can do. Okay, second thing is, if your child is below certain age, that is 13 or 14 years, better to go with YouTube children version. Okay, that is second thing what you can have it. So here uh, okay, so next thing what you can have is Google Family Link for parents. So this is another app what we have in Google Play Store, or by default in your smartphone, this particular setting is there. So you can use this Google Family Link app and you can secure your children devices. Suppose if you are given a separate device to your child, what you can do is you can just enable the settings in your phone, and you can provide security. Also, parental control software is devices. Okay, even about this also I will talk to you. So one is turning on restriction mode, and second one is Google Safe Search. So this I have already discussed, and I will share from my phone how you can enable these settings. Okay, so I will be joining from the phone, and I will share the screen from phone. So this is your smartphone, and you have a separate application called Play Store, right? So you just go to this Play Store option, just go to the Play Store option and click on the profile. You have a profile here, right? Click on that and go to settings. Go to settings, and here you have an option called family parental control or parent guide. So you can just click on this, and here is an option where you have to enable parental control. So just click on this parental control and switch on. So the moment you switch on this, you will be asked to enter the pin. So remember, you're a parent and you have to know this pin. Okay, don't share this pin with the child. So I will be entering a pin, and I will be clicking on. Again, I will re-enter the pin. So it will give you a permission to select apps and games. See here. So you can set what type of age limited games you can, or apps you can allow your children to use. So you can just click on these options, and you can restrict yourself. So whatever you are restricted here, everything will be recorded, and your child will be able to download only these kind of application. Okay, so you have to save, coming back, and you have to save it. Also you can decide what type of videos they are watching. They are going to watch in YouTube, or any of the applications which are downloaded from Play Store. So here is an option where you can restrict yourself. Better, we will restrict only for U graded movies. So U graded videos only we can allow, and you can just save this option. This is a free setting which we have in a Play Store application. So what you have to do, you have to just go to a Play Store and just click on the profile, go to settings, and here you have an option called family. So clear about this? Now I would like to demonstrate what type of data a YouTube is having. So this is my another, just go to a YouTube, click on your profile, and just go to settings. Okay, so here is a place where you will find lot of things about yourself, so what you are doing, what type of videos you are watching, everything is recorded here. Okay, so how much time you are spending in the application, everything is saved here. Just go to accessibility, and I have already disabled this. So you have an option called general, and you have to disable all these. So here is an option called restriction mode. Got it? So here is an option called restriction mode which we have to disable. Okay, so being a parent, remember we have to disable this particular application, that is called restricted mode, which will completely avoid watching unnecessary videos or unnecessary things in YouTube. application. So if you're a parent who is having a below uh, 13 years, better to go with YouTube Kids application. You can install this and you can create a channel for your children, and you can restrict what time the video has to stop and how much duration they can spend in YouTube. Everything you can set up here. So you have a lock option here down. You have a lock option. You can click on this. A simple, you have to simplify, and you have to just submit it, and you can different various settings. So you can just set up the settings, account for your kid, and see for values. Here it is going to ask the password, and just so you have to just enter the password, and you have to set up all the settings here. Okay, so this is a application which you can use. Being a parent, you can use this application, and you can protect your children. So also I would like to show you how Facebook is taking your data. So just open the Facebook account, just go to click on these three icons, what you can see on the screen, right? So click on this and just go to settings and privacy, and here under settings, you have privacy option here, right? Also your Facebook information. So this is a place where we will find our data. I will show you the interesting factor here. Just go to off Facebook activity, and see here, these are the applications which are shown here. These are the applications which we are using, and all this application data is with Facebook. So whatever applications I have in phone, every data is with Facebook. See here, this is how the Facebook or any of the application takes the data. Not only what activities you are having in the Facebook, not only that, even other application data also they are going to use. So remember, you have to put off this. If you don't put off, your data is gone. So even you can access your information, you can download your information. This is the place where I have downloaded my information, and I have shown around 32 MB of data. That is of 1 year. 1 year data it is 32 MB. Just imagine how much data a Facebook account is having. So this is a place where we have to be very careful, and we have to secure ourselves. And the moment we give our devices to our children, these data or this data is going to violate. So this data will go to the hacker's hand. Now, in the settings, you have to disable all these options so that secure to provide a lot of security to your devices. So I think with this, I will go for the question and answer session. If you're having any queries or questions, you're free to ask. So if you're having any queries or questions, you can just put it in the chat box. I'll be happy to answer your questions. So if you're having any queries or questions, you are free to ask.
Royal, there is a question. How to monitor online games? A parent has asked a question. How to monitor online games? Can you answer, please?
Yes. So this is a very good question. I was expecting this question. Now, how we can monitor these online games when you are installing these online games, how we can monitor it. So, as I said, we have an option where we can install application that is called uh, Google Family Link app. Google Family Link app. So this is an application which you can install it to your device, and you can control, or what you can say, you can watch what your children is doing. Now, how this particular application is working. So when you install this particular application, you have to install this particular application in your phone as well as your children phone. Okay, so then you have to set restrictions, and based on the restrictions you can watch. I will show you this particular application. This is the application which I was talking about, Google Family Link app. So this application, you can use it to control your children, what they are doing, what you can watch their screen also. So this is a free software, which free application which is available in the Google Play Store and which is provided by the Google. So just type Google Family Link for parents. Just type Google Family Link or Google Family Link in the Play Store. You will get a link to download this particular application, and also there is a video which will explain you how you can enable the settings. Okay, this is already also there in the Play Store. You can just download this particular application and you can start using it. Also you can watch what they are doing, but since it is a free application, people have come, people have hacked this particular application and they have misused it. So just to be secure, you have one paid version called Parental Control Proha. So this is another application. This is another application. Okay, this is very good application. 5 days you will get a free trial. Afterwards, per year you have to pay around $12. So this is an application wherein your complete device is under control. Your child's device is under control. You can control what time child has to see the phone. Suppose if the child gets our phone very near to our eyes also, this will give the intimation and stop using the phone. And if the child will stop using the phone when it takes to the distance, phone will not get on, and immediately a parent will get a notification saying that your child is using the phone very next to child has kept the phone very near to the eyes. Even that control also, even during the sleep time, whenever the child goes to a sleep, you can control whether child is using the phone or child is sleeping. So that control also you will get it under Kroha software, but it's a paid version. So these are the two softwares which you can use. Two apps. One is free app, that is Family Link app. Second one is Kroha app, which you can install it. So if it is required, I will share. You can just type Kroha, Kroha, in Google, and you will get the complete video wherein how to use everything. All the details are given there. Even the Family Link app, because I will not demonstrate that because it requires huge time to demonstrate these particular application, how it is going to work and how these applications are working. So it requires huge time, so I'll not spend much time on it. So these are the two applications which you can use.
Royal, one more question a parent has asked.
Yes, sister.
That is any app to manage the passwords. Any app to manage the passwords.
Okay. So there are many applications which manages the password. That is password manager. Password manager uh, is also available, which will manage the passwords. So you can use any of these applications to protect your passwords. Google itself will provide a software which provides password manager. But my request is don't use any of these applications or softwares. Providing the service, and we are using the services of Google. We don't know when Google will start charging. So it's not safe where we can put our data online. Even the password managers, there are plenty number of softwares which are available in the market. I can't give any guarantee on these softwares which will protect the passwords. The best thing what you can do is use your personal diary where you can write down the password and keep it safe. So this is one method you can use it to protect your password. Kindly don't save your password in the phone in the form of SMS or in WhatsApp message or in contact details. This is my sincere request. So I will not suggest any of the password managers which you can use, because we don't know any time they can start asking money and anyone can hack any of these things. So better will not use any of these applications which provides or which will help us to secure or save our passwords.
Yeah, Royal, one more question. What's the ideal screen time for kids? What's the ideal screen time for kids?
Okay, so basically, I think this is the question which one doctor has to answer. But according to my observation and according to my study, we have to give, see, whenever we are watching the screen, our eyes are drained. So we have to give a 15 minutes gap. That is, once in 15 minutes, we have to close our eyes for some time and we have to blink our eyes. So avoid seeing the screen for after 15 minutes, blink our eyes for some time, and then you continue. So more than 1 hour, if you are watching continuously, that is a continuous classes or ideal screen, watching screen for more than 1 hour, definitely will lead you some health issues. So after 1 hour, you have to give at least 5 minutes break for your eyes, and don't use continuously. So I think the college or schools have taken a great initiative with regard to this. That is, they are giving a 10 to 15 minutes gap between their classes, and teachers are made sure that they will conduct some off screen activities. That is, they will ask the kids to see some books, refer some books, or write something or solve something on the books, and come back to the screen and answer or type messages. So ideal suggestion is, once in 15 minutes, stop seeing the screen, close your eyes for some time, blink your eyes.
One more thing, um, how to control a teenager from accessing other websites during their online classes.
Okay, this is another important question. With this, I would like to uh, share this particular part. That is, when we are browsing online, definitely I understood the question. That is, when students browse, or when students are in online class, definitely they will go to other screen, and they will see unnecessary things. The first important thing what we have to do is install. Suppose if you are using a Google Chrome or any of the browser, install ad blockers. So install ad blocker. Just go to, if you are using a Chrome, go to ad blocker. Just go to Google and type ad blocker. So this is a ad blocker extension which you can add it to your browser, which will avoid unnecessary pop-ups, that is advertisement pop-ups. Okay, so this is the first thing what you can have it. So here also you can see there are some advertisements which are popping up. So ad blocker is a very good extension which you can install it. It's a free ad blocker extension which you can install it to your Chrome browser or your browsers. There are different extensions which are available for even for other browsers. You can install these ad blocker extension which will pop up some advertisement. So this is the common thing what is happening whenever teachers give some assignments or work to children. They will go to Google and type that question, and they will try to find the answers instead of referring the books. So when they go to these kind of websites, lot of pop-ups, advertisement pop-ups will pop up. So in order to avoid that, this particular extension will help a lot. Okay, this is one thing what you can use. Second thing is, you can use in, as I said, in Chrome extension also. There are various extension here in uh, browser, that is in YouTube. Just now I explained about restricted mode. This is the second thing which you can use. Third thing is, suppose if your child is using uh, a desktop, what you can do is, you can go to control panel. You can go to control panel here. Okay, and you can create a separate user for your child. Create a separate user for your child. So you can just click here and go to user account and create a separate user account for your child. So there are plenty number of users of this. One is See, being a parent, we will be doing a lot of online transactions. That is, we will be saving our auto passwords, auto passwords, and lot of online credentials. That is, when we are doing online banking, we will save the password, we will save our Gmail password, everything will be there. And same account, if we are giving it to our child, so there are possibilities of misusing the data. So best thing what you can do is create a separate account for your child, and don't give administrative permission, give only restricted permission. So this is a place where you can create a separate account for your child, and you can manage your settings. So this is the place where you can create a separate account, that is manage another account. So you can just click on here and you can start creating a new account. Don't give administrative permission. Maybe you can give a guest permission, or restricted. Being a guest, give restricted permission. Only restricted softwares, only restricted application. Also, there are plenty number of softwares which we can use to restriction of usage of applications, but again, it is against privacy policy. So I'm not going to insist any of the application uh, which will help us to, what do you call, restricting the users usage of application. Again, what happens is these are the extensions which will take your data, privacy data. So I'm not going to insist any of the applications which you can use to restrict usage when they are in online mode, but these are the things which you can do it and which is safe. Best thing is use antivirus software.
One more, I think this can be the last question. Is there any option to lock Play Store so that children cannot use the application when we are not around?
There are app lock applications. There is something called app lock app, which you can install it in your phone, and you can restrict or you can lock the application. And just now I shown the family access in Play Store. There's something called parental control under family access. So under that also we can restrict some of the apps. And as I said, app lock is another application which you can use to lock the application. So app lock application you can use, you can install it. Remember one thing, when you are installing this application called app lock, which is available in Play Store, so I can show that as well, which is available in Play Store. Remember, this is very important. App lock will ask you to enter the password. App lock will ask you to enter the password, and you have to remember this password. If any chance, if you forget this password, your phone or your apps are locked. Only thing is you have to reset the phone. This is very important, which you have to remember. And there are plenty number of app lock applications which you can use, wherein you can restrict or on enter of some passwords, only those applications will open. I think even the WhatsApp, even the Facebook, Insta, Twitter, any of these applications like YouTube or any application you can lock using these kind of application. Again, remember, see the ratings and reviews before you install any application. This is very important. And what kind of privileges or permissions it is going to ask, that is very important. See the ratings before you install any application, and see the reviews. That will really help you to understand what that application is and how good that application to be installed in your application or in your phone. So that is very important.
One more, I think, Royal, whether
Yes,
antivirus can be installed to mobile phone.
yes, definitely. We can install antivirus to your phone. Say example, Kaspersky is a good. Norton also. Every antivirus, you can just go to Amazon and type antivirus for your phones, antivirus software for your phone. Uh, Automatically, it will detect which antivirus supports to your phone, and you can install that application. You can buy online. They will not deliver it. You can download that application and you can install it to your phone, and you can secure your phone. So antiviruses for your phone is allowed and it supports. Only thing is your phone should support that antivirus. That is very important. So what you can do is you can just go to Amazon or Flipkart, just type antivirus for your phone and see whether that antivirus supports to your phone model. If it supports, you can proceed with that antivirus software.
Um, so, Royal, we had a very interactive, enriching session this evening. You have clarified a number of doubts on online security, internet safety tips, protecting the children from online games, social media, and so on. If you can put your mobile number in the chat box, in case if any parent wants to clarify some doubts or ask more information, it may be helpful, Royal.
Definitely. Definitely, sister. I will share my contact details in the chat box so that anyone can contact, and also they can put a mail if they want to ask anything. So I think with this, I would like to thank the management, Sister Principal, for giving me this opportunity to have this interactive session with the parents of your esteemed institution. So I'll be happy to answer your parents' queries if there are any. So, Professor, I would like also like to thank Professor Suman for giving me this opportunity to interact with the parents, and I also request Professor Suman to share my contact details. Also, I will also share my contact details in the chat. So thank you, sister.
Yeah, so thank you on behalf of the school management and on behalf of all my teachers and myself. I extend a heartfelt thanks to you, Mr. Royal D'Souza, for willingly taking up this session, which was a very useful one and enriching one and enlightening one. And I'm sure our parents, our teachers have benefited from your simple but very clear explanation on various issues like online security, internet safety tips, on social media, and also online gaming, etc. So thank you for spending your valuable time with us this evening online, and may God bless you and your future endeavors. I also would like to thank all our parents, our teachers who have taken part in this session. I'm sure it has helped you. And yes, definitely, this all our doubts may not be able to be cleared during this time because, as Royal already said, this is a vast topic and so many issues come up day by day, and we have to learn as we go ahead with our online classes and activities. And therefore, um, everything might not have been covered during this session, but whatever was important, the information that was very important, Royal has given it to us. So thank you once again, Royal. May God bless you. Thank you, parents. Thank you, teachers. May God bless every one of us, and may our online learning with this unprecedented time, with the pandemic, whatever we do for our children through online platform, may it bear abundant fruit and may it help them to continue their online learning. Thank you. God bless everyone.
Thank you, sister.
Our computer science faculty, for helping us for this online live session. Thank you, Suman. God bless you.